Yes, hello guys, and welcome to another video today. So, as you see from the thumbnail, I studied 1,000 agents, and inside those 1,000, 10% do things rightly or differently, as you might call it, and about 90% do things totally differently. So, normally, most people always think that when you get your license as an agent, boom, that's it, the deal is done. It's not always like that, guys. So, what I'm going to be telling you guys today is I'm going to give you some details about how deals have been done and how you can improve as an agent if you have been struggling to get your deals done. So stick together and get a pen and paper for I'm going to give you vital information for this. Okay, so what's the big problem here? Most new agents always think like having the license is just a thing, and then you have your deal. Let me say you just pick a phone and you ring maybe a sporting director and he say, or for example, you say, I'm a licensed agent, and you ring the sporting director, and the sporting director say, okay, good. It doesn't work that way because the sporting director has relationship he has built to other agents. So for you to break that relationship back, you must also be giving values to people. So it's hard for a new beginner as an agent to just pick your phone number and ring a sporting director, and the sporting director answers and say, okay, bring me your player. You must have provided value because the person doesn't know you, and it's going to be hard for the person to throw his other connection that he has been working with to go on with you. So that's it. So that's already the first point. Try to invest in those issues because it's very important. Okay, just a moment. Let me write a little bit of message to a friend here who has just been sending me a message about a deal. So, but just a moment, I will get back to you guys. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So let's go. So where were we? So okay, that's one point that I gave you guys. So put it down because it's very important. So that your next deal, the next thing you're doing, you can always focus on this. That it's not about just ringing someone, but I'm going to give you the things you have to do. So the first thing I will also tell you is that focus on doing grassroots networking. Grassroots networking is like start with lower clubs, try to build your relationship with them, get players that they are unknown, put them into your agency and keep building because those players are the future stars of tomorrow. It's very important. So do not just think you're just going to ring any person and the person answer your call when you are unknown, because it's not going to work like that. For example, before you started, there are already millions of people are already be working on this very let's say with this club. So for you to break into that chain of the sporting director and an old scout that he has been working with, or an old agent he has been working with, it needs certain ways. So you have to understand that. So let's look at what solution. I'm going to give you specific solutions you can do. And also I'll be looking at some of my notes that I wrote here. Okay, so let's look. The most successful agents start building relationship long before they even have a top player. Okay, what does this mean? The most successful agents start building relationship before they even have a top player. It means they start from grassroots level. They have also be already investing in clubs, speaking to scouts, speaking to coaches. They have a lot of contacts for many people, without even having a player. So let's take, for example, if you just wake up and go and watch a game and speak to a coach, what is this? And you build a relationship with that coach, not even thinking of selling a player to him. This is very important because when you talk about a player to him, you already have that relationship with him. So that is what the top agents do. And the people who are not, let me say, at the top don't do. The people who are not at the top, or what they do is they have their license, they just go on trying to call as much sporting director as possible. Most of the time you're going to get ghosted because those people have a relationship with people. But what you can do that you are, or what power you have, that what you can do that many people don't have, is you come up with a strategy Start going to watch games, invest, and speaking with coaches without even telling them anything about players. When you do this, because this business takes 1, 2, 3 years before it really start to materialize. As fast as you can do, as fast as you know people, because this is a relationship business. As fast as you know people, the more you become top. So the first thing, start watching those matches. When you are getting used to watching those people, you're investing in people, watching training sessions, speaking to people, people come get to know you. And then when you present your players to them, it's much easier because they already have a relationship with you. That's big. Yeah. So let's take, for example, the most successful agent, they attend you tournaments for so much. They attend you a tournament like thousands of times. They scout, they talk, they give consistent, they do consistent inquiry about players till people know them that this is what they do. So it becomes a situation where if they are looking for a player, they already try to ask, they try to call them because they have been seen in those places. They become familiar, they become trustworthy. So even before they talk about a deal, the people are they know you. So that's the big thing. Let's look, for example, let's look at a quick life situation, a real life situation. You look at Penny Zahavi, which was the man behind the Neymar transfer to Paris, from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain. Long before that, he had already been building relationship with Chelsea and Manchester United in the early 90s. He didn't wait to have Neymar as a big player. He didn't wait to have all those big players. But he has been building small relationship by attending under 16 matches, watching the games, doing all those 1 or 2 movements. And then when this deal, then when the next, because the more you invest today, then the next Messi of 10 years can be looking at you as the big agent in the industry. So if you don't invest today and build yourself, you're going to feel like this agency, you're just getting like, let's take for example, a few thousands here and there. But once you invest and make this connection, because this is a relationship business, it's so important. And when you start getting the relationship, it becomes you become a powerful person. You start networking with the big people, with the big clubs, and from then you start getting calls like, okay, do you have this player? Can I do this? They start working with you. So there's always a start. Start from where? Start from today. Like, let's take, for example, with your local clubs. Try to get all the hidden gems parents. Let me say, if you know a young player that is 14 years, try to know his family. Just you don't need to, yes, just try to get a contact, talk with the parents, and you would like to see this player play regularly. When you have time, you come to watch the player. Get the contact of the parents, or if they cannot leave your contact there. Start building those little relationships so that when you move forward, that player might be a big player tomorrow. You already have that relationship with his parent or her parents. This is what is going to help you for tomorrow. So this is very important. So this trick I'm telling you, if you do this, let's say 1, 2, 3 years, you can imagine you can imagine the amount of contacts you must have gotten. Then now, when you're also working with the big clubs, you already have a lot of contacts for young people. That because the big club also want young players, you have a lot of contact for young people and you have a lot of contacts for big people. So if you do this, this is the main thing, that this is how the big agents win. They do the groundwork very well, that they have a structure of knowing all the young players, that when those young players are growing up, they have their contacts, the contacts already of their parents, that it's quite easy for them to talk to the parents because they already have a relationship. So you coming in is a difficult place to be because they will listen to that person. So this is one of the key things that I'm going to have shared with you guys today, that if you want to be a successful agent, start learning how to know how to do the grassroots work. This is very important. And from there on, you can go on to be a big agent in the industry. So let's take, for example, start with the grassroots, dig out, go to attend matches. When you come, you register the player, whosoever contact you have gotten. There's no small contact in football. Whosoever contact you have gotten is very important, because tomorrow that contact is going to save. It can save you. That person might know someone, and that is a top player, and they say, okay, I have this person. Let me call him and give this player so that he can manage this player for me. So the more you're known, because a relationship business, the more you grow. Yeah. You look at another example. Mino Raiola. He was not an agent before, but his breaking point is that he knew a lot of languages. You look at Josh Mendes. He was managing a nightclub. How do you become from a nightclub to a super agent? So the thing is, you have to you have to work hard to do those groundwork, so that tomorrow you can be seen as a super agent. It doesn't just come overnight. It's a lot of work. Of course, there's money in the industry for agents, because they get paid to watch games and scout players, because everybody likes those kind of things. But you have to also dig out and work your socks off. So those are the advice I wanted to give you guys, that you have to pay attention to this, that start doing the grassroots work, because it's going to help you tomorrow. Yeah. Even if you're already a big agent, you still need to have to do the grassroots work, because those small young players are going to, in 3-4 years time, they are going to become big players. So if you're dreaming to become a successful agent, start building that network right now. Focus on being valuable and consistent. That's how you win you win in the long run. If you found this helpful, if you found this very important to you, click like, and also come for more. Always put, let's say, because I keep giving updates here, always try to put turn on your notification, so that when I'm online, you can get few information on what I'm doing. Okay, but that's all for today that I'm giving you. So we talk tomorrow again. I'm back again after 3 days. It was Easter, so I had to take some Easter off. Yeah, with family. So hopefully this helps you, and we keep in touch again. Take care. And lastly, before I go, this summer, my target also will be moving around football clubs. I already did that last time last summer. So this summer we're doing that also. We're going around football clubs and trying to work on deals, talk to clubs, sporting directors, which are my targets. Yes, go there, talk to sporting directors to have contacts a lot with them, a lot of professional clubs here. This is going to help. This always helps when you have the contact of people. As I said, this is a relationship business, and it can help always in the future. So take care, and any question you can always put in the comment section or answer. Take care and see you. Talk to you later. Cheers.